clean energy and a clean energy economy here in our state. We're here to let Dominion Virginia Power know, and the Virginia State Corporation Commission, that Virginians want their electricity to come from clean, renewable energy sources, and we're looking to them to do all that they can to develop these industries right here in Virginia. We want to see clean energy, but we don't want to just see it in other countries. We don't want to just see it in other states. We want to see it here in Virginia, creating jobs in our own home state. What do you think? Dominion can create clean jobs and simultaneously reduce the harmful pollution that Virginia's electric sector is creating by maximizing their investments in energy efficiency, wind, solar power, all to replace the outdated, inefficient, dirty coal plants that we've been relying on and which use mountaintop removal coal mine from our mountains right here in Appalachia, and we want to see that end. We commend Dominion CEO Tom Farrell for proposing to retire 2 of our oldest and dirtiest coal plants, the Chesapeake and Yorktown coal-fired power plants. These 2 coal plants alone, just 2 of our coal plants alone, have been responsible for 50 years of degraded public health in our area, contribute to 1,400 asthma attacks every year, and at least 83 premature deaths in our state, and we're ready to see that end. However, at this stage, Dominion Virginia Power's long-term energy plans for Virginia don't include any major investments in renewable energy or even energy efficiency programs, which are our cheapest, cleanest, and most available energy option. Dominion has failed to consider any substantive efficiency options, which are considerably cheaper than building new coal-fired power plants, natural gas plants, nuclear plants, any of them. So, this makes our long-term plan more expensive, more polluting, ultimately fails to meet Virginia's 10% energy efficiency goal passed by the General Assembly. Voluntary or not, amounts of wind and solar energy supply in the state of Virginia over the next decade. Their only renewables are biomass, existing hydroelectric power, and a single small solar project here in Virginia. Is that all right with us? No! That's right! As the largest utility in our state, we need Dominion to be a leader in developing Virginia-made clean energy to ensure that we see measurable developments in the coming years and Virginia doesn't get left behind in the clean energy economy. So we're here with this enormous banner, which only a fraction is showing right now due to the weather. But this is a total of over 2,500 public comments that we alone have helped to collect. Hundreds more have been collected by individual citizens across the state and have been individually submitted. But we're here today to submit these comments, which are from ratepayers and shareholders, residents and businesses from counties and cities across the entire state of Virginia.
All right.
Tomorrow, December 1st, marks the end of Dominion's proposed long-term energy plan comment period, and we are so pleased to announce that this many Virginians are making their voices heard in support of Virginia-made renewable energy. However, this is just the beginning of a broad effort to ensure that our state pursues its full renewable energy potential and continues to move toward a clean energy future beyond our dependence on dirty coal-fired power. We have every intention of keeping the pressure on our utilities, on Dominion Power, to develop clean energy in Virginia, and to continue to urge our state corporation commissioners who are responsible for approving the utility company plans to appreciate the full value of clean energy investments and encourage the utilities to pursue those options. What do we want?
Clean energy!
When do we want it?
Now!
What do we want?
Clean energy!
When do we want it?
Now!
we co-founded the renewable energy firm Southeastern Alternative Energy Solutions in Nashville. Unfortunately, he was too early for the market here. So in 2007, he relocated to Germany and joined Abacus Solar SG in Cologne as a member of the business development team. Abacus Solar has been a major player in the European and Asian solar industries since 1995.
Wow.
Mr. Huff is now a leader and innovator in expanding the solar industry and advocating for policies to support the development of clean energy here in the USA. Mr. Huff.
Well, she's already done the introduction, so I don't need to go any further into that. And I didn't memorize the speech. I had assumed there would be a microphone. So I'm just going to sort of pick up where she left off, and I might forgo the thing altogether. We moved here in January, and since January, it took us a while to get a building. We opened our warehouse in April, at the end of April, and since then we've created one new job every single month in the city of Richmond.
All right.
Now, ultimately that is not a small task. We do it with a lot of support from Germany, and we do it with a lot of support from a market that is ultimately much more advanced than we are here in the realm of renewable energy. And this is coming from a country where they have a lower solar radiation value than the state of Alaska, our dimmest state. Now, if we were to look at all the energy that is available on every single rooftop in this city, we'd be able to power almost every single business during peak hours during the day. Germany has now a complete capacity of 18 gigawatts of solar installed power. And as a result of that, their peak power costs are below off-peak costs.
Wow.
That is unreal.
Yeah.
If anybody understands how power works, the way it's transmitted from place to place, or what it's sold for in that process, you will understand that that is a huge achievement. And they didn't do that just with putting forward voluntary programs, or maybe you'll donate a little extra on your bill. No, they said, you know what, we're going to mandate this. Every utility has to purchase this power. It's called a feed-in tariff. So they are first to purchase this power, and they socialize the cost. Customers in Germany pay about $2 a month extra for having power that reduces their bill. Now, why can't we do that here? Why is it not on every rooftop in this city or in this country? So I'm going to get back to the speech, and I want to be totally clear. Solar is a successful, long-lasting, job-creating, wealth-generating, fuel-free, emission-free, pollution-free, low-risk, grid-strengthening, peak power-producing technology which is profitable, cost-reducing, and can be deployed in nearly any environment on the planet. It doesn't matter if you're in the desert or if you're in the Arctic, you can use it. The sun has risen and fallen for the last, 4 billion years? Okay? And that's happened regularly. This is not something that doesn't occur every now and then. I would assume that's a pretty reliable power source. I've got to skim through points here. Solar industry, unlike other industries in our economy, is one of the few growing at a rapid pace when others are shrinking. The solar industry now directly employs roughly 118,000 people in the United States, with market-wide growth of 6.8%, when jobs in the overall economy grew by only 0.7%, and fossil fuel electric generation shed jobs at a rate of 2%. This is not including all of the jobs sustained by servicing the solar industry, such as legal, accounting, engineering, logistics, and so on. That is more jobs in solar energy than the U.S. steel industry. It is anticipated that another 24,000 new jobs will be created in the next year. Without Dominion leadership and investment in clean energy, as well as the State Corporation Commission support, Virginia will miss out on this critical opportunity to create high-paying, clean energy jobs and continue to fall behind other states. Having witnessed the success of other markets in allowing market development to be the driving force behind lowering the cost of this electricity. The solar industry in America is woefully outgunned by the political power wielded by carbon-based electricity producers.
Amen. Yep.
Sorry. The coal mining industry alone receives government subsidies on the order of $45 million a year, and fossil fuels continue to dominate our energy system. However, the cost of extracting and burning fossil fuels is increasing, while the price of clean energy is declining. The price of solar decreases by 20% for every doubling of manufacturing capacity. This is not a made-up number, this is a fact. You can chart it out. It looks like a hockey stick, essentially, where it starts way up here and ends up down there in plateaus. Right now, we have seen a drop in price of about 35% in the last year in solar modules. If anybody understands what that means, 5 years ago, a solar project went for about $11 a kilowatt. Sorry. Last year, solar projects went for about $11 a kilowatt. Today, you can buy those same modules for around $1.30 to $1.50. This is not due to government programs here in the United States. This is not due to voluntary programs which will sometimes allow customers to opt in to purchasing some renewable energy. This is about a requirement by other countries in the world to purchase this energy. If you don't purchase the energy, you don't have an industry. If you don't have an industry, you don't have jobs. If you don't have jobs, you get none of it. Now, we can all either invest in this, we can move forward with Dominion, we can hold hands, I can literally hold up pieces of paper and say, this is how you do it, or we can continue to lose. Now, I like creating jobs. We've done it pretty well since we've gotten here, and I'd love to triple in size by next year. But I need you to help me do it, okay? I need you to help me lower the cost of solar in this market. I need you to help me lower the cost of energy for everybody by adapting technologies that move us forward rather than falling back.